Today we're going to go through a nice app that I use for tracking my fuel mileage. It's called Fuelly. So this is the app. And it tracks my cars and my motorcycles. And I've been tracking my cars in this thing for 8 years or more. So we can go to Jezebel is my Indian. And you can see my average here is 49.7. My last mileage from my last tank was 48.3. My best ever was 70.4. And it has tracked the bike for 11,177 miles. And it gives you a little bit of graph of your trends and your fuel up costs. Now this average miles per gallon, I believe this is over the last 10 fill-ups. But you can click over here at the bottom of the screen. We got vehicle info, and then at the bottom right we got vehicle logs. This is the logs. So you can scroll up, you can see how much gas you put in right down here in the middle of each fuel up. The first one here, January 12th, I put 1.925 gallons in. $6.39 was spent on that. And it keeps track of all this. So I'll go back to vehicle info. When I'm at the gas station, I pull up whichever vehicle I want to do. Here we'll like I said, this has got a lot of vehicles in here. I used to have a Dodge Rampage. This is years ago. That thing got pretty good gas mileage. PT Cruiser, that thing was a piece of crud. It got terrible gas mileage. Mini Cooper, it wasn't very good either, especially for its size. Bertha, that's my Harley. It's getting a little bit better than the Indian, but not by much. Yeah, it doesn't have as many Phillips listed here. But it's got, see down here, it says 91 logs and 212 total gallons. I recorded service costs. So first time I took it to the dealer at 1,000 miles, it cost me $400. The next time I did it myself, and it cost $50. This thing's also tracked 11,000 miles. Anyways, when you're at the gas station, you'll press this big green plus at the bottom, and you can tell it if you want to do a fuel up. That's what you'll do at the gas station. It shows me what the last odometer is, 16,655. So we'll go 16,900. So we'll say we went almost 255 miles. Cost per gallon around here is $3.49. Oops, 349.9. There you go. Gallons. And say I put it's a 3-gallon tank, so we'll say I put 3 gallons in there. See, it automatically calculates the total cost. If I didn't fill it all the way, I click this partial fuel up, and it won't count it against my gas mileage. It won't screw up my counting. Or if I missed one, let's say my phone was out of range, or when you're still getting used to this app, you might forget to do it, so you'll just click the reset button, and it won't go, wow, you went 1,000 miles on 3 gallons of gas, and really screw things up. It'll know that just don't count this one at all, and hope that you get it next time. So then you can put a picture of your receipt. That's real good if you're on a motorcycle doing one of those iron butt challenges. It's a good place to store them. Fuel brand, you can tell it, hey, I got 76 gas. A lot of times it'll use the GPS and detect what gas station you're at and automatically fill that out. If you check your tire pressure, you can record it here. If you want to take a photo of it at the pump, you can do that. Take a photo there. Payment method, you can say, hey, I paid for it with Visa. Location, you just put in that I went to that gas station or whatever. We'll just X that out. Okay, so it's got a lot of things. Like I said, the location, it's probably going to autofill. Fuel type, you can tell it you put gasoline in it. It'll ask you what octane you put in there. This bike runs on regular. So there we go, regular 87 octane. Then you press done, and up here at the top, you hit save. Missed fuel up. I'm just going to tell it to ignore that, because it's saying, whoa, you're doing 81 miles per gallon. That's almost impossible for this bike. And see, I just set a new record. It's like, whoa, are you sure you didn't miss a fill up? So you go down here and close. You go vehicle logs, and we can click on this one, and we can go down here to delete, which is what I'm going to do when I know that it's a bad one. So delete, boom. So here was one February 8th where it was unable to sync, and then the one after it's counted as a missed fuel up. September 30th from August 5th, I probably had a fill up in there, so I did a missed fuel up. So we can go back. My logs on this Bertha bike go all the way back to when I first bought it, May 2016. And same thing with, like, we'll go back to my Rampage. We'll go vehicle logs. This thing, oh, it only goes, I didn't record very much on that. I think this was the first vehicle I ever did with this. So it doesn't have very many fuel ups. Let's check my PT Cruiser, because I commuted in that for a while. Yeah, so I didn't own it for very long, but I did. It goes all the way back to 2014. Then I switched to my Mini Cooper vehicle logs, got rid of it beginning of 2017. So it goes all the way back to March 2015. So anyways, nice thing about this app, we'll go back to Jezebel because she's nice looking. Anyways, let's switch to the computer now. It's a website, it's fuelly.com, so you can go on a computer or even the web browser on your phone, and this is where it gets really neat. You log in, and you'll create an account when you first get the thing. Log in. Now, here's all my vehicles that I've logged over the years. You can go in here, and now you see this address right up here at the top. I can take this and I can copy it and I can share it on Facebook or send it in a text message to somebody or in a forum, and everybody that gets that link can come in here and see my bike, or car, whatever it is, and they can see what I've been getting, what my logs look like. And view all fill-ups and all of the history. See, this bike usually gets mid-50s for miles per gallon. I mean, I got a couple of outliers where it gets down into the 40s or it gets up into the 60s, but yeah, usually mid-50s. You see this one, Racetrack. I added a note when I did the fill-up. That was the worst gas mileage it ever got. 38.6 miles per gallon, full wide open throttle over 100 miles an hour there at the track. That was a lot of fun. But I did leave a note so I'd know why I got such bad gas mileage on that one. So another thing you can do that's great on this website is research vehicles. Yeah, this is it. So let's say I wanted to let's see, we'll go down to Harley. This is one thing I did when I was buying my Indian. That was pretty awesome. Go down to Harley Davidson. Oh no, we need to go motorcycles. There we go. So it's got different categories for cars and motorcycles. We'll go back down to Harley. So I assumed that since I had a Street 500, it was a water-cooled Harley, my next bike would be a V-Rod. So let's go one of these. See the number after the VRSCA, there's 6. That means there's 6 bikes that people have entered into here, and here's 16. So let's go under this one. There's 16 of these things. Here it shows you the average mileage for these motorcycles. So most people are getting either 35 or 39.40. There's 2 vehicles getting 45. So 2 each getting 39 or 40, and 2 getting 35. So out of all these bikes, you're going to expect to get probably 39 and 40 is the real world average for that bike. So here's one getting 43. He's got 19 fill-ups. Here's one 39. Here's one 29 over 12 fill-ups. Oh, these are different years. Okay, so you can see that as the years went on, they got a little bit better. So, but the overall trend is you're looking at mid-30s if you get a V-Rod. So then I'm like, wow. So that's pretty bad. We'll go back to motorcycles, and so I go over to Indian. Let's see. Honda Indian, and then we'll go look at the Scouts. See, there are 55 Scouts being tracked. Average miles per gallon 43. There are 7 of them getting 43. There are 5 at 47, 5 at 48, 4 at 49, and there's even some going all the way up into the 50s like me. So you can expect a lot of people are getting 43, so you might only get 43, but you can also see that there are 10 of them getting 47 or 48, so you might be getting that. So 2018s are getting 47, 2017s there's 8 vehicles, 42. So 2003s are different Indian Scouts. 2014 is no such thing, somebody misentered their Scout. So 2015, that's what I got. There's 20 vehicles, 1,000 fuel ups tracked, 97,000 miles tracked, and they're averaging 43. So I am far and away exceeding that. Where's mine? Jezebel. I'm getting 49 average. So I tend to ride slow. I drive slow, I ride slow. I'm kind of a mileage nut, so I can always beat everybody else's stats. But what's great about this is go back to Indian Scouts. These are real world numbers, so a lot of these numbers are lower because people like to ride fast. Their numbers are going to be down because of how fast they're riding. Same thing with cars. They drive faster, they get lower mileage, but these are real world numbers. They're a lot better than EPA numbers. So these numbers, because most people drive fast, if you drive slow, you can beat these numbers. If you drive fast, these are probably real world numbers you're going to see, unless you get a ticket every time you go out driving, so in which case your mileage might even be lower than that. But yeah, this is a great site, great app. You can go on here and you can research other vehicles. So let's go research vehicles and see, you got top 10 cars. Let's see, I recently picked up a Toyota Corolla, so we'll go all the way down to the bottom to Toyota. Let's see, Toyota, and we're going to do Corolla. Where is it? They don't have Corolla hatchback, do they? So we'll go. Anyways, what do I have mine as? Oh, 2019 Toyota Corolla. Okay. So, submodel, body style, hatchback. There we go. And apply filter. So this will only be hatchbacks. And we go 2019 hatchbacks. They're averaging 33.4. What was mine averaging? She's Cayenne. So I'm averaging 41. So yep. So I'm beating that by 20%. Yeah, easily 21%. So they've only tracked 10,000 miles. 6,000 of those have to be mine because I've got 6,000 tracked on mine. There's only 5 vehicles, so you can see here's the averages, and I'm up here, so I'm very small number of these vehicles that's getting 41 or better. Yep, so here's mine right here, 15 Phillips, 41 average miles per gallon. So you can see all these other cars, I'm actually bringing their gas mileages up because they're driving them so aggressively. They're getting into the 20s. It's pretty hard to do with a 2-liter engine. Anyways, so that's how this app works. I really recommend it. They have it for iOS and Android. It's mostly free. They want you to subscribe to get rid of ads, but I would never do that. Ads are not that big of a deal to me. In fact, I don't even notice them in the app. So yeah, I highly recommend you install this and track all your vehicles, especially if you want to challenge yourself to do better on your mileage. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll try and do more videos. This was requested, so hopefully this is what you were looking for. Thanks.